assuming this is working, give me just a moment as I need to pay attention so I don't accidentally step in horse poop, which is along this trail. Well, sort of a trail. Let me get over here and I'll grab the other phone. As I bet you can already notice, I forgot the work gimbal. So, shaky cam today. Let me get down here. Grab the other phone. Yeah, I'm just not in the mood to carry Mavis today. Hold on. Software update tonight. Okay, looks like something's working. Alright, we got sound. Come on, phone, what are you doing there? Hold on. That sun is hot on my neck. Hey, there's chat. Live chat. Hey, everybody. So, I'm Scruff Dog, and you're on board Shaky Cam. Let me see if I can do something with the cameras here. Oh, that's right, you can't do dual camera. Shit, that's right. Dual camera only happens when Mavis is the other camera. So anyway, I'm here at Gunpowder State Park in Kingsville, Maryland. We're headed up the Pink Trail because that trail goes uphill, and most Americans see uphill and they go, oh no, I'm just here to relax. We'll head up there in a minute. We're going to head up, find a spot for a hammock, hang it, and go for a flight, probably. I don't see any reason not to, and unless there's just nowhere to fly wherever we hang the hammock. We'll see. Let's see. What do we got here? I know, I saw Joe Russ and Phil were in here earlier. There's Mr. Furbear. Thanks for helping out, stopping by. Franco Walker. Good afternoon, Lock Watcher. There's Rob Worrell, Queen of Fire, Liz Edwards. We do not have any woofles with us since we are in a state park and they are really pissy about flames. I do, however, have a lighter and a joint for post-flight. And I actually I've not taken any medicine today, so we can do a cheers here before we head up the trail in a couple minutes. There's Gasmaster. Joe Russ hears voices, don't we all? Hey, there's, was it K4XSS Tony? Haven't seen you in a little while, good to see you. Colin, thanks for stopping by. Did you bring the woof now? Sorry. Let's see. So that's everybody right now. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Let's do a quick cheers, and then I'll flip the camera view around and we'll start heading up this trail. So cheers to everyone involved in this stupid fucking war, and let's hope this shit gets resolved for the better. Cheers. Slava Ukraini. Oh, and since we're in the woods, doing a poo at 32 would be a little different than it would be at the bench, so we'll probably skip that part. To viewing anglers, the super wide view, and the sometimes it focuses, it doesn't. We'll go with the super wide view. See if I can hold this in a way that doesn't obscure the camera. Don't worry, one of these days I will remember the damn work gimbal. I think I'm just gonna have to set like 300 reminders. Now, and the other thing, once we get up to the to wherever we're chilling at, which may not be a very long hike, I don't know, but whenever we get there, we'll go over my pack. I pulled out my Vietnam era large Alice pack. What the hell does Alice stand for? It stands for something. I forget. This is I think it's an LC1 or 3. Had it for a while, but I bought it long time ago for a hiking / bug out bag. And then, you know, as you do, you say, oh, look, you can upgrade the straps to the MOLLE system, you know, so your shoulder straps are a little more comfortable. And then, oh, look, you can upgrade the belt. And then, oh, look, you can upgrade. And then I had, after 3 layers of upgrades, I had just an entire Gen 3 MOLLE rucksack, military issue. So now I have 2 bags. My MOLLE bag is my bug out bag. I should be able to grab that, get into the woods, and be okay for quite some time. And then this one is generally empty. And that's hard to see where horse shit is today. But this pack is generally empty. But today it has 36 pounds worth of shit in it, including the pack weight, which is about I think it's 8 pounds, which is heavy for a hiking pack, but it's adorable as hell. Let's see what's up with shitty chat. Come on, phone. Spares do it in the woods, yeah. Yeah, I did bring toilet paper, even though I feel that has already been taken care of for the day. Never knew. Yeah, it's a nice spot here, and the road is right there. I parked up on the other side of the bridge. There's a park and ride by a bar. And the thing is, this camera has Steadicam on the native camera app. But then you got all the camera controls and shit in the way. Like, I can, if it's too seizure cam for you, let me know. We can try that. It's just you're gonna be seeing all the, I'm gonna have to screen share it, so you'll just have all the controls and stuff on there too. So how's everybody? I have a 3-day weekend with Memorial Day tomorrow, which I'm not sure, but that usually comes within a week or two, if not the same day as UK bank holiday. Well, that's uphill. You ain't gonna find many normies wanting to walk this much uphill. Fucking hell. Let's see. Chitty chat. Is my chat updating? Somebody say something. Please like, what the hell did Bush say? Please clap. I don't know if this is, let me reload. Hey, there we go. Alright, cool. Thank you. The tower is, like the tower that's in the thumbnail, that's on the other side of the valley. So going up this side will only make the signal better as we come up. And we'll pretty much, wherever we hang out, we'll be about a quarter mile away from the tower. So, 4G LTE for all. I don't think it's switched to 5G, which would suck, because The latency on 5G, Verizon's 5G kind of sucks. God damn. I feel like an old man. I had to walk to school uphill both ways. Bird just pooped. I got my Galaxy Watch 3 on, which is neat because it also tells you change of elevation. I like wearing it when I'm hiking. It keeps track of all that shit. I'm barely paying attention to the camera. Whew. Holy balls. Alright. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm spinning very fast. Let me slow down. Listen to the sultry, soulful voice of Scruff Dog when he's fucking thirsty. Oh yeah. Alright, let me set chat down for a second so I can get something to drink. There's people coming behind us, which is, well, people in front of us in the direction we are headed. I'm going to flip the camera here. Prepare yourself. Yeah, it worked. Water. I'll grab Chad here as soon as they're by. I feel like we can probably find a place around here. Let's go a little farther back. Yeah. Afternoon or morning? Is it still morning? It's still morning. Alright. Put this away. I have more water in the pack. Dropped some on the way here. One of my carabiners was clipped into the wrong strap and launched a full bottle of water, but it should be fine. Alright, let me grab chat and flip the camera back around. Oop, there's my finger.
Okay, buddy, how's it going?
Chat phone engage. Why is it on top chat again? God damn it. God damn it, Mavis. Alright. Oh, there's my fucking fingers again. Finger cam. Ooh, no, wait, never mind. That could be a whole other thing. Yeah, actually, let's get a little further back. If anything, just to try and lose some of the traffic noise. Although that won't be entirely possible. There's a bendy tree. Boing. Alright. That's a nice goddamn day out. Right now it is 11:44. Okay, cool. Temperature, anybody? Text messages. Where the fuck is my weather? I don't know. Oh wait, I can check the watch too. So the phone's all tied up. 74 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's like 22 degrees Celsius. Supposed to be getting up to 82 degrees, which is like 26, 27 degrees Celsius. I think I'm getting a little better at that shit. Let's see what's on the chat phone. No, chat phone. Let's use your cam chat phone. Oh, there's more hill. Fuck me. 1144 Ohio. I gotta refresh my knowledge on trees and shit too, because I'd love to be able to tell you more about this tree here than those people were here. Like, what kind of tree is that? A big one. Not the Joe and Shannon tree, apparently. Love to know how that worked out. There's pretty clear areas up here. Let's get to the top. Ooh, what in the French toast is that? Somebody built something. Looks like a beach. It might be, I don't know. What a beach. There's a bunch of spider webs going in that direction. No monsters. That's cool. Whew. Yeah. At least somebody's doing something out here. That's always good. I think I'll need to set like 30 reminders to grab the work gimbal a couple Fridays from now. Next week we'll be at the bench, starting with the Miller Max Star 150S lunchbox welder. The one that was doing the welding in the video from is it 2 weeks ago or something? We'll take out apart, clean it up. And the interesting thing, I was looking for it, and it's the non-TIG version. In case anybody wants to poke around. It's like $700, $800, $900 depending on where you look. And the interesting thing is, everybody talks about inflation and everything costs more and all this bullshit. When I bought it, fucking mine, like 15, 20 years ago, it was like $800. So, I don't know how much of inflation is just some asshole wanting more money in his pocket and how much of it is reality. Anyway, moving on. Guess we all get the chance to rant sometimes. And I'm wearing like a ton of fucking Deep Woods Off with DEET, because I ain't interested in any ticks, especially because the Lone Star tick has been apparently on the rise lately, and if you get bit by that little asshole, you are allergic to red meat. That's fucking inconvenient. And granted, most of my meat consists of chicken, but every once in a while you need a steak or a burger. And you figure half the sausage, breakfast sausage you get, isn't pure pork, it's just a mixture of whatever was on the floor. So, trying to avoid that little asshole. Scruff Dog build a gimbal project. That sounds like work, but that could always be possible. Lock watcher. Whew. Lugger, A.K. Emer the Frost Giant. Welcome. CK. The camera shake adds action. Action scruff. Go look for an action hammock. There's some action mud. Action tree. Oh. Don't you find woods creepy? My eyes say dark bush and my mind goes Bigfoot. No, I don't really worry about the woods, even when I'm out west. A couple times that I've been like out towards the west or in the woods or whatever, like bear country and shit. Like, it's whatever, just use your head. And if you get run down by a bear, run, find a tree, pee on them. Alright, there's some invasive beetles humping. It's always nice. No, I find the woods pretty relaxing. Further away from humans I get, the more relaxing they are. Go figure. It's not supposed to rain today, so I don't think I'm going to need to put my tarp up, which lends to better airflow. I'm kind of feeling like we may be able to find a spot in this general area. I hear a lawnmower in that direction. I guess we're close to humans. Let's see what's over here. But you should be careful, especially if you're off trailing it. Especially when it's cooler out in the spring. Be careful around sunny spots, because that's where snakes will be trying to warm up. And most of the snakes, especially out this side of Maryland, are just fine. They're rat snakes, corn snakes, but there are copperheads around. And while they may seem cute and cuddly, especially when you have a 6-foot plushy one at your house, you shouldn't actually cuddle up with a copperhead. And I think we found our spots. Got 4 big ass trees. Not a bunch of shit on the ground. Now we just got to figure out which trees. I feel like the sun may shift there. Seems like there's more overall cover in this direction. I think we'll put it in these 2 trees. Alright, so I'm gonna flip the camera back around. Just warning you. So on my pack, I've got my water. Here's this. There we go. Pooper Hero. Whee! And I've got my strap. Every pack I own has its own dedicated hang strap. So, going to be hanging from those trees, so I might as well. You have to bear with me. It's going to be like super crazy cam. Ooh, my phone's yelling at me to be keep the correct orientation. Which one of these is the? There it is. Okay. Sorry. As soon as I can get this bag hung, I can get the tripod. But to do that, I have to unwrap this. I did not know why I put so many knots in this. I usually do not. Haha. Hey, there's the sun. Sorry for any vampires watching, but I don't think it'll transcribe over the phone, but I don't want to assume either. How am I going to do this with it? Okay, well, it's going to get really, really seizure cammy, so I'm going to just cover the phone because I need to hold the phone while I throw this around. Sorry. Hopefully I can get this around. Oh. Great. Went to throw it around and I just threw it. I have no idea where that went. Maybe I should put a red carabiner on it instead of a green carabiner. Well, this is going to make things inconvenient if I don't see it in its camouflage glory. Holy shit. Good start, good start. Come on, it couldn't have gone that far. That's fucking funny. Whee, I just heard a ching. I'm doing like a circle search. Couldn't have gone. Did it go really sideways, maybe? Ew, spider webs. How the hell does that happen? That just makes, now I gotta put the pack down, and that just sucks. Because I'd rather not get it wet. Let me look a little bit more before I fucking give up. Oh, hold on, let me check chat so I can make sure everyone's laughing at me here. Oh, bing. Sweating my bums off too. Down button. Oh, there's the meter. Found it. Alright, cool. Alright, let's try this again. See, got it. I'm going to try this a little differently. I'm actually going to hook my pinky on the last loop. Then I'm going to cover you up again so it's not so seisurey and see if I can make this work. Take two. Got it. Alright. And it's barely long enough to go around this big ass tree. But I think we can make it work. Maybe not. Nope. Stretch it. Stretch it. Hope I don't hit the end button. Got it. Shit. Still may have to set you down. If I want to actually hook the pack in. Ah, crap. Alright, hold on. Let me find some sticks that aren't the carpenter ant breeding ground. That's the one. Alright, don't move. So you can't get this kind of crappy content on other channels, you know what I mean? Alright. See how she does holding all that weight all sideways and shit. Alright, let me flip the camera back around. Today. Alright. So there's my thing. Last loop. So this is an Alice Pack Large Vietnam era. I think they were issued up until early 90s before they went to the Molly system. That's for the hammock. Straps are woodland camo. Frame is aluminum. Lots of pockets. Pass-throughs for tools, shit like that. The top here is also a pocket thing, and these straps are to help compress the load to hold it together, and they are long as hell, so that you can put a big sleeping pack up top. The Mollies, they made the bottom compartment the sleep compartment, whereas so you can access it from the top or the bottom and separate it in the middle. Whereas this is just one big pocket, but it actually has tie-offs inside to tie up, and you cut the capacity in half and make it a much more compact pack if needed. So I am going to get this, pop this strap here, pop this strap here. Those are your quote-unquote factory straps. I added this strap and another one down here for lateral compression. So I'll pack it in even more. Let me get this tripod set up. Let me flip you back around. Put you on the pack. Once the tripod is set up, it won't be so seizure cammy. Then we can get ready to hang a hammock. And look at the gear stuff. I guess this is a good spot. Get some elevation. That's out of the way. The hammock and stuff. Actually, it's kind of, yeah, it should be fine. Also have battery packs with me. Oh, here, okay. There. Going to flip it back around. Bear with me, I'll get back to chat in a moment. So in here, I took the big center pack for today and made it my tech pocket. So I'm going to charge the phone while it's on the tripod. Let me set you back down. Let me get this attached to the tripod, and then I will move you over to the tripod, and we'll go over stuff. I'll probably have to pick up the tripod. I just want to get everything mounted up and ready. Sorry, I'm here, don't worry. Alright. Bear with me, folks. We're almost to a state of sanity. Yeah, I know, I'm just fucking with it. That shit ain't gonna happen. Fuck. Who are we kidding? Alright. We're almost clip. Alright. There's my shirt again in case you missed it. Except now it looks like the toilet is leaking or I missed. So, alright. What's up? So, what's in the pack? You know what? I'm going to just put the camera right up to it and flip it around. Let me check chat, see what's up with everybody, and then we'll go with live chat. Nice. You can try Discord. Okay, so we're all good. So my pack out for today, like I said, this is a large Alice pack, Vietnam style pack. They had two sizes, the large and the medium. The large, like they say you have to have a frame for it, like in here. But I mean, it's just uncomfortable without it. You can make the shit work. But the medium pack, you don't need a frame for it. But I like the frame anyway, helps with weight distribution and such. So anyway, first thing in here, I'm gonna set you right there. Any news on the towers? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. So in here we have Rich Extra Toasty. We have Just In Case. That's actually everything I put in there. Oh, this handle. This is, I forget how many feet of paracord this is, but it is. Or is it just going to be dumb? Focus. There you go. So these don't come with any kind of a carry handle. You have to use the straps, kind of like how it's. I got just all the beaners kind of strapped in. So this, you could, like YouTube, like search for paracord grab handle, and it's a great tutorial, and you can make yourself a nice paracord handle. You undo 2 knots and it just comes right out. I think it's 30 feet. And remember, if you're going to make something like this, get quality paracord, because it is going to have some friction here. But that's kind of in the middle, so even if those break, you still have nice quality and long pieces of paracord. So, good tip if you're outdoors in it. So in here we have, I got 2 Cliff Bars, chocolate brownie, because I mean, what else is a stoner going to get? Let me put chat in my pocket. What is in here? Bandana, paper towels. Down here, pretty universal quote-unquote symbol or code. If there's a red tag on one of your buckles, that means that's where your first aid stuff is. So I have a basic pack in there I just threw in I had laying around. And we got the tech pocket with like the mounts, some cords and shit. And over here is Deep Woods off. That's what I use to try and not get nommed on. And also, if we have time, Buzzing chocolate marshmallow. We'll see. I'm not trying to get into too much trouble. So, let us open the main pocket. Actually, let me check chat. Oh, here's some meatloaf I made last night. Oh, just so in case you're wondering why the pack out, I'm not leaving here for like 6 hours. So I'm gonna be here for a while. Let me see what's up with chat. Come on, phone. All right, nice pack. Thank you, Lockwatcher. Cecil County in the house from Big Clive Live. What's up, I Morrison 17? I am not too far from you in Kingsville. So yeah, there's the food. Some food for today. I also threw in, there's my bottle of water, and underneath that is a can of fucking ravioli. We'll set this up next. This is a ultralight camping table I bought last year that I've not used yet. So let's set that up so I have a place to put stuff. How's the zoom here? Can we zoom out, or is this where Oh yeah, we do have a zoom out. Alright, cool. So I set it up once, just in my house. That's a really, really lightweight aluminum. And it has this frame, and then apparently it has a, I got it, sorry, I also got it because it has like a storage bucket that Mavis fits in really nicely. Like I did the measurements and it turned out that was perfect. So this flips out, flip those over. I hope you can actually see what's going on. I'm gonna hold that, that's about where I'm working, and you can kind of see what's going on. All right. Does the pack go in there? So, you know how this channel goes. We learn together. Okay, yeah. This attaches to these arms. With Velcro. Kind of. I guess when it wants to. Got that one. Let's try this one again. Boop, boop. Anytime you're ready, buddy. We're all waiting on you. You're the fucking star right now. Alright. Alright, so there's that. Mavis fits nicely in there. How does this go? This one? And this attaches somehow. I forget which direction this attaches. Is it like that? Yeah. Yeah. Captain Spaulding, yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage. And we have a table. It's probably a little less awkward to set up, like when you're not trying to hold it in camera view. But Mavis fits right in there, or whatever you want. Little pocket on the outside, on one side, but like whatever. It's a cool little table. So, let me put that. I kind of want to put it right where the camera is. Okay, so let's move that back. I cannot see what you can see. Let's put that right there. Cool. What can you see? Alright. I guess next. Let's see, let's get Mavis and set her out so she is out of the way. We'll set this down. Check the chat phone. Face ID still works, which is amazing. Put this bag here. Check the chatty chitty chang chat chooty choo choo. Camp time collection. I'll have to take a look at that. Alright, let's get the water out. Alright, so here is. This is my hammock. This is where I keep everything hammock related. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. So this has a sleeping bag, pillows, a soft pillow and an inflatable pillow, air mattress, tarp, the hammock itself, sleeping bag, and a shitload of strings and tie-outs and spikes to tie it to the ground. Like, this is my entire shelter when I'm camping, hiking, whatever. Like, I have a tent, but I don't really use it. Once you get used to how hammocks work, you don't even need it for storage. You just figure out how to hang your shit either like that or under the tarp once it's hung. So I know I did a time-lapse hammock thing not too long ago, or, well, shit, not too long ago. That was, what, fucking a year ago? So I'm not gonna, like, time-lapse this, but I guess you can watch me hang a hammock in real time. Doesn't take too long. If there's no table nearby, and I usually just hold my bag like this, and begin. Actually, before we start, let's do some water. Since we're not moving, I'll use this water instead of the water that clips to me. There's a Widowmaker right there. If you don't know what a Widowmaker is in outdoors, that would be a dead tree branch that fell down, or could fall down and kill you. And let me turn the camera here. You see that? That's stuck into the ground. So yeah, we're gonna go on this side. Whenever you set up any kind of camp, whatever, always look up. You never know what dead branch is going to be above you. Check chat. Then we'll start. Then we'll. What time is it? It's not quite time for a cheers. We'll do a cheers in about the half, or when I'm done here. Light a fire, and you can be well done on one side. Oh yeah. Hammock time. Hold on, let me set the timer on this. Or actually, you know what? No. Not yet. Alright, hammock. Like I said, there's two. That's how they are. Pulling out of the pack now that everything's loose. I have two PVC, well, sorry, not PVC, PEX pipes that I use for supports. The little tent pole deals that they had, I don't know where they went, what happened to them, so I'm using these for now, and then when I get a chance I'll just like make some, or just like order some cheap tent poles and make two that work. But you'll see what these are for shortly, and I'll try to speak loudly since I'm far away from the phone. So this is, got the sleeping bag. Yep. Here is my hammock. It is it's like a $30 cheapy mosquito netted hammock from Walmart that I have modified. It has a ridge line in it now so that I can hang shit. And if you use a ridge line, I'll show you, that's the solid line that goes across the top. Once you have a ridge line set, no matter where you hang it, as long as you have some tension, that the drop will always be the same, because you were basically, I don't know, I'll show you. So here's my shit. Go ahead, disconnect. Let's see. Your foot end should always be over your head. That way, as you slide in to the center of the hammock, your head pops out the side, so your hammock looks kind of sideways and your head's over here, but that's to keep your head up and out of the from getting like sucked in, basically. So I want to face this direction, because that's away from the trail, and that's just that away from the sun. And whenever I hang this, I always put my head end in first. Now, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself. My bad. I do this all the time. I go straight to the hammock and forget to grab the tree huggers first. Alright, so I'm going to go over here, set this one. this one, or no, yeah, that one. So this is how I get when I don't have any medicine, or enough medicine, or whatever. Let me put this back in the bag. Generally want to keep it just above eye level. Over here I'm going to have to go a little higher since I'm on a hill. But we'll, you always just adjust it at the end of everything. Anyway, a million times. Stop hitting the damn tree that's right there. This way. Yep. Alright, so head and first, go ahead and tie a fairly loose knot. You really just need something enough just to get this thing stretched out and in the air. And then you come back and actually start setting real knots. Now when this is in a snake skin, a hammock snake skin, I left this bag. Everything is tucked inside. Alright, so let's see here. Quick knot, nothing special. I don't do like super complicated knots, I just kind of make it work. We're going to want to pull that down low. Give me some more slack to pull it that way so it's closer to the high end of things so that I don't sag my butt directly onto the ground. The more as you get later into the season and you do this more often, it gets a little quicker, a little easier each time. Let's see here. Let's do that. I think we're good to set this knot. Alright, pick up your slack. You don't want that on the ground because that's invitation for bugs. And if it's raining, you tie a little knot here with this so that it's kind of tight and it will wick the water down and drip down onto the ground. That way it doesn't run all the way down your cords and onto you. Now when you want to set tension, tie a loop like up in this area, but don't just tie it once like you're going over and under. Do it twice, 2 or 3 times, just makes it a little easier to undo. Then use it as a loop to come back. run that back through your carabiner. And this just adds extra friction while you're making it tight, so that it's easier to set the knot and then easier to undo the knot. And just in case I said the wrong thing, your head end is supposed to be under your feet end. Did I say that the right way the first time? It pretty much is. And you're going to set that knot twice. That gets everything settled in on the trees and the other knots. Then you just come back here, retension your knot. Do that once or twice until you just don't feel any more slack. And you're good. I got a lot more slack that time. See, if you just pinch at the beaner with the added friction of you going back and forth like I did a couple times, just that little pinch is usually enough to keep the rope from slipping and losing tension. I think we're going to be pretty good here. Yeah. All right. So pick up this slab. All right. And what I usually do is I'll hang my pack on this end. And continue as needed. Let me make sure that we're actually still here. Probably. Check the chat phone. No, chat phone. Live chat. We are still here. What is up? Alright. I try to, like Rob Wardell with the details. I do try to, anything little, help everybody out. Now that is up, let's get closer so you can see what happens. Set the phone down. So undo this little tag line. Spread that out. I do the foot ends is the one that I untie. And there's your hammock. And these two poles here, one's F, one's H, for foot and head. There's these little pockets in here. Pop them in the pockets, and now it just opens everything up. Just so it's a little, you know, it's a little open for you while you're in there. A little less claustrophobic, if like you have that kind of a thing going on. And that's it. I have these Velcro tabs let me grab you. Let's see what we're looking at here. I sewed these Velcro tabs in as I have an under quilt, which is basically just a old sleeping bag that I stitched up that hugs underneath and actually creates just a warm burrito in there for you. And that's one of the attachment points for it. But once you're inside, the ridge line I was telling you about is this stuff right here. This is AM steel. There we go. That is this line up here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can kind of see that. What everything's hanging on. This hammock does not come with a ridge line in it. Ridge line is a sturdy point between your two hang points. And what this does is, as long as so the ridge line attaches there and attaches underneath the snakeskin at the same carabiner, so that as long as your tree huggers are pulling in any kind of tension direction, the dip here, the smile, will always be the same, because this distance on the ridge line never changes. So once you get your comfort setting done on the arch, like once you find your arch that works, you lock it in and you're done. And at that point, the only adjustments you have are the two hang points at whatever height you want to tweak it at, but you always got your same arch, which is one of the hardest things that a lot of people have problems with, is setting that arch. But if you can get a solid ridge line, you're good. These hammocks just come, they're made to just be a long smile, which is fine in your yard, but if you're using it for hiking, camping, and you need to have a quick setup, like that took me just a couple minutes. If I put my tarp in over the top, that would be another couple minutes. So that's the quick way to do it. And you know, you're always pretty much got your comfort setting. You just adjust the heights of your tree huggers and you're good. Another little tip: install a ridge line. That's 1/8 inch AM steel, spelled AM steel, S-T-E-E-L. That's 1,200 pound rated. So it is, and it doesn't stretch like paracord. That's why most people won't use paracord for a ridge line, because 550 paracord does stretch. Whereas AM steel, I don't know that there's any stretch at all. It's definitely under 1%. So, fucking hell. I don't know if that camera angle's low enough, but this is fucking comfortable. Leave the back zipper zipped up. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright. We may have a problem with a flight. It's really thick in here. Suppose, I don't know. Fuck. Because I don't want to go walking too far either. Because you know, some douche nozzle will screw up my stuff. Well, at this point, half of this stuff is our stuff. This is channel property. Alright, let's see here. Actually, let me flip the viewer so I can see what's going on. If the phone stop tripping out, there we go. Alright. Let's see. Let me check chat. See what's going on. Anybody's got any questions, I guess, about the gear here? Feel free to ask away as I figure out if we're going to be able to do a flight or not. But I'm going to get something to drink. I guess if we don't do a flight, we'll just hang out for a couple minutes, smoke a joint. Because I don't see a lot of people walking by. I don't know. Actually, you've been watching that direction longer than I have. Has anybody seen anybody walk by yet? Because I don't think we're over the crest of the hill. But I feel like we might be close-ish. There. Let me put Mavis in the big bag for now, just Keep her as far away from the bugs as possible. Same thing with the food. That little table's pretty cool though. Let's see, where are we at? Hi. Douche nozzle. What time is it? It's 2:35. Let's I think we're gonna have to skip Mavis today. My apologies if that is why you showed up. But I didn't really think about the fact that coming into here was everything's just thick. And there's enough small growth that I wouldn't even want to try flying through the trees. And there's enough people here today that flying out, well, I mean, that's not going to be till 6 o'clock anyway, but so I think we're going to skip the flight, everybody. Sorry. I'll see if maybe get a bonus flight in either tomorrow, depending on certain schedules, or Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe we'll do a flight from the house. So if that's why you were here, sorry. We're gonna shift gears into more of a cannabis thing, I guess. Shit. Sorry about that. I guess let's get a little closer. Don't be shy. Because if my hammock is set up, then I'm going to, I guess, go ahead and sit in it. And I'll take a look at chat and questions. There. Well, I got my little Buddhist flags for long term. See if that stays. Where are you guys? Woo. I kicked the camera. So I'm gonna sit here for a minute and then there we go. Is that better? That's better. Alright, let's see what's up with chat. I have my vape with me. Let's see if anybody saw anybody walking. What's up, Mr. Egg Cake? Never spelt with an A. Sex sling, not great. I don't know that it would handle. I don't know that this thing is rated for 2 people. Back in the day, it was barely rated for me when I was 60 pounds heavier. Have you seen the hammock tent that is open in the bottom? Yeah. Well, I've seen one. There's one that's an actual like floating tent that you need, I guess, 4 trees at least to hang from. And then they got the what are they, Hennessy hammocks that have the Velcro on the bottom, or you can do the side zipper on them. They're like $300-400 hammocks. Sorry for the filth on the set. Yeah, like I'm concerned about that. It's all right, Mr. Egg Cake. Got my dab ready. All right, well, cheers to just fucking relaxing. Let me adjust this a little bit. So, cheers to just being able to relax and hang out. Cheers. Traffic noise isn't too bad. There's a couple spots in state parks up north where it gets really, you can really get away from like most of the big roads. It gets real quiet, real peaceful. Throw up a hammock in the middle of nowhere. How long? What time is it? It's been about an hour. Alright. Oh, yeah, there was a tornado warning on Friday. That was fun. I was at one of the Amazons when that hit, so we had to stand in the shelter area for like a half hour. Like, the warning had done passed, but policy there is they need to scan everyone's badge like 100% before they will release anybody after a thing like that. So we all had to wait while people tried to remember how to use like the system, I guess. I just heard noise. Oh yeah, you can absolutely see me from the trail. It's not that far, it's probably only 100 feet away. That's fine. Still gonna smoke a joint here in a little bit. So yeah, next week we will look at the Miller welder, clean that up, see if I can just kind of freshen it up a little bit to hopefully prevent the weird I was acting up when I was welding. I don't know if I explained it quite well. I think I was kind of in a hurry in the time lapse, but basically I tried to weld on 100 amps. As soon as I would tick the arc, the whole welder would go into protection mode. It doesn't say what it's protecting, it just flashes the protection light. So then I turned it down some, and kept doing it. So finally I turned it all the way down to minimum, just for the shits of it, and ticked it, and it held. Ticked it again, and it held. So I just kind of did that for a few seconds. And I gave it another 10 amps, did that for a few seconds. Gave it another 10, 15, and I bumped it all the way up to 70 amps where I needed it, and it worked fine. So it's just something that needed to get cleaned out, corrosion, probably oxidation. So that just tells me we're going there. We'll clean the knob with some deox. We'll look for any oxidized connections because I'm sure it's all stainless steel connections inside, and that shit oxidizes even when it's compressed. It can, from what I understand, it can still oxidize in the connections. Because I mean, it's going to be there as soon as you connect it anyway, or as soon as it's formed, as soon as it hits the atmosphere. So when you put those two connections together, there's already oxidation there. So we'll see what we can do, clean some stuff up, because it works just fine once it works. Open the chat phone. No. Live chat. All right. This is a cool version of a PC stream. This is laid back as fuck. Oh. Don't worry, when he's assuming the 2 goes on, as far as Clive goes, if there's nothing else going on Saturday night, I'll do a stream at the workbench or something. That's whatever. Because at that point, I imagine there'll be a few of us jumping in and trying and help out on that spot. So we'll see what happens. Do something from the workbench. Not necessarily blow anything up since there's other people in the house, but we'll do something interesting. Reverse engineer something, build something. Whatever. Oh, stop scrolling. Benches and hedges. Let me check the weather here. Now, if at some point tonight, while I'm here, if a storm rolls in, I am going to throw up assuming it's not like 5 minutes, so I got to leave anyway, I will throw up my fly tarp, and live stream under the storm. It's only like a 10% chance, but I mean, it's a nice day out and it's Maryland, so storms just happen sometimes. Hourly 0%. Well, now it's saying 0% chance. Alright, well, I guess that probably won't happen then. Any new developments in the scruff wooflers? No. I've been finishing up other projects and stuff that needed to get done. I actually thought about that last night. I do need to get back to the two new woofler projects I'm working on. I'd like to possibly get that started, even working on that tomorrow. I may have some time to start. Need to sort some logistics out on that one, which I guess you'll understand what that means as we go. We need a little fire next week. Come up with something. Worst comes to worst, I can poof the torch. We always have we can do the like flaming poo with extra candles. The pile driver, as it were. Oh, big ass fly. Fuck out of here. Alright, do we want to go ahead and just have a smoke? And then call it a stream, I guess? Because it's just about time for me to get relaxing, but I wouldn't mind having a smoke beforehand. What do you think? Surprised the remote poo is not in the giant backpack. Thought about it, but I only have one. Need to get another one for backup. Or to modify. Make a supercharged one. We can, maybe I'll see about getting another one. That can be another channel project. We'll do an off-road flaming poo. That should be weird. Wonder how powerful that motor really is. Alright. Something else. Smoke while it's quiet. Yep. That means I gotta get up. Let me put the vape up here. Alright. I'm gonna move the table over here as well, so I have a place to set my shoes. I'm not going to be putting them right on the table. That's just bleh. Like I'll be putting them sideways on it when it's time. Right. So I'm facing that way, right here. Good. I guess just watch the table as you're moving it. Hi. I guess just watch the table as you're moving it, because it does kind of rely on gravity to hold it together. Hey, you know what? I gotta pee. So I'm gonna go over down that hill. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll have chat with me, but I won't obviously be able to reply. That is one thing I want to see, because my old streaming app, you could use the microphone on the watch, but I don't think you can do that on this app. I don't see a spot, so I don't know. Maybe something to look at for another streaming app. Or if I remember the goddamn work gimbal, I can install the Osmo software and stream using that instead of Prism Live. I just got to remember to get the damn thing. But I'm gonna go pee with you, but not with you. So give me a minute, because then I can just be comfy and good to go. Yeah, I realized as I walked down there, it doesn't really matter that I had a chat phone because I'm not going to be reading it while I'm peeing. Beware of the snake. Yeah, actually, there was some sort of hole there. I don't know if it was sneaky or not. Poo for me. I did that earlier. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sure I'm going to join those. One of these. Just go ahead and put the clip bars up here. In my pocket? No, that was in here. One of these pockets. That's food. That's Cliff Bar. Right. Oh, looks like it was in this one. Uh-oh. Why is there a pole? So I have no idea why a poll just showed up. Guess but yes, one vote for yes. That's good. That's good to know. I will keep that in mind. That yes. I don't fucking know. Okay, so oh, the other thing, the pack has in it is like they do carry a ground cloth for underneath. Yeah, if I'm going to be there a while, I'll set that up with some sticks, rocks, you know, body parts, you know, whatever's handy. Yeah, I don't know. That does well. Oh, you know what? I should probably go ahead and get my pillows out before we light up. Gasmaster got his vote. Good, good. All right, let me set chat on the table. It's not the pillow pockets. Oh shit. Look at that. Go ahead and get this pillow. And this pillow. So we have this guy here. Which doesn't pack down too much. You could pack it down a little bit more, but you know, it's just a decent pillow. Something back there. Alright, and then the generic, you know, whatever name brand they call themselves, you know, as they do on Amazon brands, inflatable pillow. These are tightly packed. And don't feel bad if they leak. Contact these people because they do kind of have a thing about leaking on some of them. The newer ones tend to not leak as much, so you're probably alright. These do pack in tight as shit. And where we at? There we are. Has a selector valve for in or out. So like I usually keep it a little loose. And you plug that back in just to help protect it. Keep that on the bottom and then just put that one on top. And get that in there. I'm not going to need my sleeping bag. I don't need my, I also have a inflatable mattress thing in there. That's my sleeping bag. Very lightweight. And that's my rollout air mattress, which you really only need if it's cold out. Put that down, and then you sling in your underquilt. Look it up. And my lighter. Let's see, what do we got here? Keys. I'm not trying to relax with keys in my pocket. I did bring my Bluetooth earbuds. Close this up. Yeah, as we do more hiking stuff, I guess what's probably how this is probably going to go, instead of necessarily a drone flight every other week, it's going to be just something outdoors, hiking. Yeah, it most likely obviously will involve something hiking, but we'll try to hike to places where it's still easy to fly a drone, because I do enjoy hiking a lot. Every couple weeks is my usual schedule for just getting out and hiking. So I've just been bringing y'all along. So I can't guarantee we'll always have drone flights every other week, but if we don't, then I'll try to get something in when I can. So let's have a puff. Remember, don't set your hammock on fire. Actually, is there anything else in the hammock that I wanted to cover? I mean, like, oh, and the other good thing about a ridgeline is that you have a place to put your, little pocket thing to hang all your shit in. Move that down towards the foot end of things. All right, let's have a puff. Let's see if I can make the camera level while we're sitting here. That's better. Oh, chat phone. No. Oh, table. I think that table was like 20 bucks. It's pretty good. I feel like I'm sitting way farther back than I was the last time. So, chat phone. What do we got? We have a software update tonight. iOS 15.5 is available and will be installed to thoroughly throttle down your old cell phone. Please contact your work administration for new pieces of shit. What do you play, Poopy Hero? Like Guitar Hero? Yes. Yes, it's just a bit more messy. Sucked into the turbine of a plane engine. Okay. Hey, what's up, Steven Seagull? Good to see you. They found blood in your coffee veins? That's weird. You ought to get that checked out. Alright, so I have here chocolate marshmallow. Wow, somebody just walked by. That's fine. Chocolate marshmallow joint. So let's, if you got it, smoke them if you got them, drink them if you got them, water them if you got them. Go for it. Cheers, everyone, to cheers to cheers. I don't know. Be cool. Sticky. So the only thing that's weird about these particular ones, you can't fit your a glass filter on the end of them. I mean, it isn't like a deal breaker or anything, but I do prefer to have that little glass thing on the end. Acts as an additional filter. Oh, and since I don't have like good fire stuff here, let me try to simulate a good fire here. It's like, my fire. Okay, there you go. It's the best I got right now. Well, Rob, it is legal where I am, but I don't think it's legal what I'm doing right now. But in the state of Maryland, the chief of police years ago said that they see no reason to continue to prosecute minor crimes involving marijuana because it's a waste. She said, like, is it she or he at the time? I can't remember, but they said that it was basically a waste of resources, a waste of time, and we're putting people in prison for trying to fucking relax. Like, it's stupid. They knew medical was coming anyway, so I mean, I'm sure I'd get thrown out of the park, maybe told not to come back, which that would kind of suck. But I mean, if I had to get thrown out of one of the parks, this would be the one if I had to pick, because the other ones have other cool stuff. Of course, this is the one that has the best signal, because that tower's right there. I have no idea how Face ID still works on this thing. Ugh. Yeah, I would normally have had quite a couple, probably 2 or 3 cups of coffee today, but I know I wanted to relax, so just one in the morning, and I finished it actually before I even left. But I may have some coffee when I get home tonight. At the very least, I'll have some Yorkshire Gold, because I don't have to get up early tomorrow. Not too early. Not at 5 or 6 like normal. Medicinal compounds, there you go. Yeah, you don't see very many live streams of people peeing in the woods, probably. Yeah, one good thing about Maryland is it does seem that for most people, the cannabis situation has chilled out. Here comes a bunch of people I can hear. Great. Most people, I mean, there's always the occasional, like, wackadoo Karen or Mr. Karen or whatever, but it seems like it's just more accepted, finally. Some people are still stuck, 30, 40 years ago, but enough of them aren't. That's what matters. Wow, that bug just landed right on my stash. I guess it wants to smoke too. Mr. Karen cake. Pretty decent out. Luckily the humidity's way down, which kind of tells you that it's not going to rain. Also tells you that it should be quite comfortable in here once I kick off my shoes and settle down. Maybe what I'll do next time with the hike is we'll fly in, since we don't necessarily know for sure that we'll be going somewhere. Like if I do another thing where that's where I'm day camping for a while, we can always fly in or fly around the parking spot, kind of scope out, give the overhead view of where we're going that day, scope it out, and then always fly back, and then we can walk in or fly in. That way, because I know some people they're more interested in the drone. But it seems like most of you are more interested in just relaxing, which I absolutely get. And here comes people. So we'll see how that goes. Rob Orrell says, I want to do a stream down by the river near here next week with a campfire and cooking. That would be awesome. Even if it's way late for us US folks, or way early or whatever, we will absolutely watch it. I know, I'll figure out a way to watch it. Oop. I don't know where they went. Oh wow, they're already way past. I had a doggy with them. Itchy nose. There's more than one way to enjoy flying. Cheers. But yeah, we'll get something sorted out. I mean, I enjoy flying too, obviously. Though, luckily, just because everything's been so busy, most of my flying is just with you guys at this point. But that may be working itself out soon enough. We'll all find out together. Hour 36 minutes. Oh, how's the video quality been? Because I assumed that since the tower was right there that I could broadcast in 1080, 30 frames, as opposed to my normal mobile 720. Has that worked out all right? Like, has there been a lot of buffering or like Atari 2600 graphics going on? I could never do any drugs, instant sharp migraine. Well, see, this medicine actually helps keep that kind of stuff away. I went from taking, like, no shit, like it is medically documented, taking over 5,000 milligrams of Motrin a day for my neck and back, to using cannabis every day. Save money, it's way healthier for you. My doctors have no idea how my stomach ever survived, because I did that for about 20 years. Only when I wasn't using cannabis, though. Every time I was using cannabis regularly, I never had to do that shit. But it was rough. But now I don't have to spend, like, I don't have to keep Motrin as part of my budget. You know what I mean? And I spend almost the same amount of money anyway. That shit sucked. Not real impressed with this joint either. It hits great, but keeping it lit is a whole thing. Video's been great. The beard cam was interesting. I guess I'll have to see what that was on the way after I get home. I do watch these usually at like 1.25 or 1.5 speed afterwards, and then focus in on certain parts. I usually watch my streams twice. Once after I get home, sometime that day or night. Kind of pop through spots I need to check out, because by then it hasn't processed, so I can't see the live chat replay. Like, it hasn't fully processed through. But then once it's processed, I'll watch the whole thing all the way through at like 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed, just to look for anything that's weird, glitches, read all the chat that I've missed. And if my book's nearby, I'll take notes if there's questions or whatever. Far better than Def Palm's frame rate. Is that... Is he a new guy, or is that just somebody I haven't picked up on before? Like, I haven't watched this, like, I kind of watched his streams a little bit, but they seem like way longer than mine even. And, not really sure what he was doing. Like, is that, you think that's somebody I should check out, or is that, does he need a minute? What do you think? Alright, I'm gonna light this one more time. I got a little bit left. And I guess if Clive likes to guide, or something, then... $1 hour and 40 minutes. Alright. One last poof. Big forehead cam. there's still a little bit left. Oh good, all the wind's going towards the trail. Alright, let that burn out. I ain't trying to stub that out or anything. Time to get some lunch and relax. Enjoy the rest of your day, Scruff Dog. Thank you, Lock Watcher. Thanks for stopping by. Scruff, are you allowed camping stoves in the woods? I don't technically know what the law is on that, but I did actually consider bringing my stove today to make tea and possibly cook lunch. But then I just made the meatloaf last night and just decided to bring that and then bring a can of ravioli just in case something went wrong. But no, yeah, like normally I probably would have my camp stove with me. I have I use the smaller butane, isobutane containers, and I also have an adapter for the big the green Coleman butane ones to use. And I use the BRS, so like 2000T or BRS 3000. It's like 17-18 bucks off of Amazon or eBay or whoever. It's one of the cheapest titanium stoves you can get, but everybody loves it. Everybody who gets it says it's great. I've been using one for 4 or 5 years. Never had a problem with it. Works great. Just like Google up BRS. It's either 2000 or 3000. I forget the number, but camp stove, really cheap, really good. Threads onto your standard isobutane containers. And since I'm in the forklift and material handling industry, I can always sneak little puffs of refills off the tanks for my green bottles. So that way I just kind of have a constant flow of propane. I'm not worried so much about the ISO part of it. Since I don't really go out too much in the super cold winter, and I have insulation set up for my stoves. Mark Pitt is watching from the workshop. Good deal. How's it going in there, buddy? So, in case those that don't know, Mark Pitt recently set up a brand new workshop for himself. Heating, ventilation, I believe. No, he's got ventilation. I believe he's got heat and AC in there, and power, and computer, kind of like a little man cave kind of thing. So he'll probably be building a she shed here any time now. Cutting the insulation board. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And propane accessories. Every time I enter a message, my picture freezes for a second. Nice. Mini split heat pump. Alright. Yeah, I'm still holding just so you know, I'm not cheating here, and it is out. That'll go in the... actually, I'll put that in a little food baggie once it's all the way burned out. Oh, actually, no, I'll just put it back in the tube. Tube. Let me make sure, yep. Remember, don't leave shit behind. If you're going to go out in the woods, you know you're going to leave shit behind, don't go out into the fucking woods. Go play in traffic. Don't litter in the woods. Douchebags. Not you, the litterers, you know. I do occasionally Steve Wallace it up and take trash out with me if I remember to bring a trash bag. Just watch what you touch. And I haven't seen any vapes on the trail, but I'll let you know if I see them. Alright. Sorry, offer tea, it's over, or dinner as posh people call it. Yeah, I'm just about to call it here. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Next week we'll be at the bench with the Miller welder and whatever else. I want to get some readings off of the drone while it's running, so we'll like duct tape it to the counter or to the workbench and see how that goes, and we'll get some power readings off of the motors so we can see what they are taking and to see how much room we have for upgrades. And progress with the Mean Green Goblin machine drone. So, thanks everybody for coming along. I'll see about possibly something droney tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on schedules. And if you have a holiday tomorrow, have a groovy holiday, and hope you can relax at least as much as this for a couple minutes. And everybody be groovy. So, see you next week. And hope you have fun. Reach on up here and hit this button, and then I will say peace out in chat. There we go. I think I might have a little bit of meatloaf before I lay down. Yeah. See everybody later. Be groovy, be cool, like, sub, bell, and I will see you next week or tomorrow. You know what I mean. See y'all later. 3, 2, 1, end. And there it goes. Bye-bye!